It's Thursday, July 8th, 2021, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, the assassination of Haiti's president continuing to grip world headlines. A twist in that fatal plane crash in Abaco earlier this week. A man is dead after being electrocuted. And independence is just 2 days away. So let's start the morning off right.
Is flying high. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
Good morning, happy independence, everybody. I'm Charles Fisher LaDawn. I feel like I'm getting ready to celebrate the big 48.
You look spiffy. Nice tie, nice jacket. Yeah. You got the memo this morning.
I'm well dressed. I hope I am well behaved today.
I hope so, boy, because we have a really good show this morning.
And we're looking at our backdrop. We've had so many compliments. The lady that did this beautiful thing right here. She's in studio today, and she's part of the trivia question. Everybody's waiting on that trivia question to see just what it is. But like I say, you're complimenting me, and I'm always complimenting you. You look like you are supposed to be on the cover of GQ with your Mademoiselle or whatever.
Vogue. Yes.
So we'll do the strut later on.
And she's going to be showing us some art as well. So we're going to take part in something very interesting this morning too. So
yes, we are it's the Bahamas birthday, so we're giving out a lot of gifts this morning. First is our Janae's Uniform Center. And it's a Tinkerbell, what you call a raincoat.
Yeah,
it's not being
it's been raining a lot.
No rain during this Independence weekend. And the question for this morning, how many Governor Generals has the Bahamas had? Once you answer that, the number to call, 502-3708. Once you answer that, you can win yourself a Tinkerbell. And now for the question that everybody wants to know. How many balloons were used to design this set that we have here in the background? And the number to dial, you have to WhatsApp or text your answers in, and you'll win a night's stay at Comfort Suite. Wow, LaDawn, and we're not eligible.
No, we're definitely not. But it was so interesting to see Cecile actually put this together in the studio a few days ago. Awesome work. Very awesome.
So if you can guess how many balloons are on this set, the number to text or WhatsApp your answer, 477-0546. 477-0546, and you could win a night's stay at Comfort Suite. No one a night stay at Comfort Suite. Our Lloyd Allen is out there on the street with Sergeant Christinia Johnson. Good morning, Lloyd.
Well, good morning, Fisher and LaDawn, and of course, good morning, Bahamas. A great start to your Thursday morning, your first look at traffic coming in from Charles W. Saunders Highway, and we're just across the street from Sadie Curtis Primary School. Now, already, as you can see in our background here, it's a busy intersection, well, rather a busy highway, traffic going in both directions as the morning continues to progress. In other parts of the island, we do want to remind the motoring public that roadworks are ongoing, and so, of course, if you do happen to approach any of those, we ask that you drive with caution and with care. And then finally, we also want to remind drivers that at intersections around the country, you can still make that left turn, but of course, you want to drive with caution, look both ways, and drive with your eyes on the road. This morning, we're joined by Sergeant Christinia Johnson from the Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Division, giving you an update on traffic developments over the past 24-hour period.
Well, a pleasant good morning to you and a pleasant good morning, Bahamas. Over the 24-hour period, the Traffic Division has investigated 6 traffic accidents. 4 of those accidents involved damage, and 2 of those accidents involved injury. At this time, there still remains 3 persons who are hospitalized, having been involved in a traffic accident.
Now, I know, of course, Officer Johnson, we here on Charles W. Saunders Highway. It's a busy highway. It tends to have various traffic peak periods throughout the day, and of course, as you may see, there are also pedestrians in this area. Some caution that you do want to offer to the motoring public as well.
Yes, but like you stated just now, this area, you see it's up and down, high traffic area at certain periods and then low. At this point, it's a low, and then we are faced with excessive speed. We just want to remind residents and motorists within this area, because we know this area is a popular area for persons who want to exercise. We have the gym at the end of this intersection, so persons frequent this area. So we're asking as much as possible, even though school is not going on at this time, the 25 mile per hour speed speed limit for this area still remains in effect. That is because this is a high pedestrian traffic area. We find that even now we're here and we're standing at this location and we see drivers utilizing the lanes that are designated for turning in order to overtake. We also see that persons are going around the median into oncoming traffic in order to beat the traffic within their lanes. While they're doing this, there are persons who are crossing the street. As much as possible, drivers, please adhere to the speed limit for this area. If you're driving within this area, maintain visibility of the street and the sidewalk. Also, do not, as much as possible, do any of those infractions that I listed above. They are dangerous. This area has been pointed out as a black spot. That means it's an area that is conducive to plenty traffic crashes. As much as possible, please traverse this area with added care and caution. And that's for any area that you're traveling in, especially our residential areas and the downtown areas.
Well, great updates there coming in from the police. Of course, that's your Thursday traffic report from Charles W. Saunders Highway. LaDon and Fisher, back to you in studio.
We are waking up to 81 degrees, mostly cloudy, wind southeast at 12 miles per hour. Humidity 83%. Residual moisture from Tropical Storm Elsa continues to linger over the northern Bahamas. Meanwhile, building high pressure generates moderate to locally fresh winds throughout tonight. For the northwest and central Bahamas, weather very cloudy, very warm and breezy with a few passing showers and the chance of an isolated thunderstorm. For the southeast Bahamas, weather partly sunny, very warm and very breezy with a light stray shower possible, becoming mostly fair tonight. Today's high temperature, 91 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight low, 77. As we look ahead to the weekend starting on Friday, partly sunny, 89 in the day, 79 at night, and then on Saturday, expect a shower in the morning, 89 in the day, 79 at night. Happy Independence, everybody.
The assassination of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse continuing to dominate world headlines. Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, joining other world leaders in expressing condolences to the government and the people of Haiti. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is in contact with the Bahamian Embassy in Haiti, assuring that the safety of its staff. The Cabinet Office has also announced that as a member of the state of CARICOM, the Bahamas will fly both the national flag and the CARICOM flag at half-mast today and tomorrow, and on the day of the late Haitian president's funeral. Caribbean heads met this week in a virtual forum to discuss key issues affecting the region, including the need to fortify communities against those factors that threaten their viability. As the world mourns the continued loss of life and livelihood due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Caribbean community is being called on to design a recovery plan that not only revitalizes economies, but enhances the resilience of communities.
It is our duty to fortify our community against the factors that threaten its viability and the sustainable well-being of our people. That is the priority which not only has brought us here at this time, but which is the driving force of our integration movement. It is also the priority that has engaged me as Secretary General over the past decade, along with making the integration movement a lived experience for the citizens of CARICOM.
In the last week, 1.1 million cases of COVID-19 were reported in the Americas. A figure PAHO Director Dr. Carissa Etienne says is a slight decline from the week prior, but says the region continues to account for half of global COVID-19 deaths. While more than 600 million doses of the vaccine have been administered in the Americas, half have occurred in the U.S., while Etienne says some countries have not been able to vaccinate 3% of their populations.
The 24 million doses of COVAX deployed in the region so far have been quickly put to use. And countries are eager for the additional allocations to ship as soon as supplies are available. Our countries know how to deploy vaccines and are ready, but they need more doses, and they need them now.
23 new cases of COVID-19 reported in the Ministry of Health's latest release, 18 here in New Providence, 2 each in Grand Bahama and Eleuthera, and 1 in Abaco. The national COVID-19 case count now stands at 12,965. 2 of the newly confirmed cases originally reported for New Providence reallocated, 1 to Grand Bahama and the other to Eleuthera. Of the new cases, 10 comprise of males and the other 13 females. Hospitalizations are at 52, 49 moderately ill, and 3 in the intensive care unit. There are 805 active cases with 39 new recoveries, bringing that total to 11,822. The COVID-19 death toll stands at 252. Marine mechanic Shervin Brennan lost his life on Wednesday after being electrocuted. Police say it was shortly after 10 a.m. when they were called to the scene at the Joseph Alfred Dock off Bay Street.
And on their arrival, they were directed to a small yacht where they went to the engine room of that yacht and found the unresponsive body of a male lying over an engine bay. The information is that while he was doing some repairs, he complained of being electrocuted.
A new twist in the investigation into that fatal crash in Abaco this week. Chief Investigator of Crash Accidents Delvin Major says as they carried out their probe, new information came forward.
We conducted an interview of the pilots that originally brought the aircraft into Treasure Key around Friday, I believe it was. During our interview, they revealed to us that they were told that the aircraft had crashed, and they don't know how because they were the only ones that authorized to fly the aircraft, and they had the keys. So basically, they were saying that the aircraft was stolen. So, because we investigate only for the purpose of safety, but once you say it's stolen, that's for us, that's an act of unlawful interference, which is the aspect that does not come before us. That's a matter for the police. So we did terminate our interview at that point and advised them that they would need to report this matter to the authorities.
Not so good news as we head into the Olympic Games. Japan's government on Thursday announced a new virus state of emergency stretching throughout the Tokyo Olympics. That could ban France from almost all events at the Games, which are scheduled to open on July 23rd. Coronavirus infections have been rising in the capital, and the spread of the more infectious Delta variant has officials concerned. Organizers are planning to let up to 10,000 local fans into the venues, but the new rise in cases could mean these Olympics could be the first ever games held behind closed doors.
As the Bahamas celebrates another independence anniversary on July 10th, the morning team will mark the occasion in grand style. Whether it's catching crabs in Andros, growing pineapples in Eleuthera, swimming with the pigs down in Exuma, or raising mutton on Long Island, the morning edition will showcase it all, but with your help. So send us a video of what your island produces to kanoshisims@gmail.com.
In the 2021-2022 national budget, $202 million is allocated to the Department of Education, $683,000 to the Department of Archives, $114 million to the Ministry of Education's recurrent budget, and $53 million to its capital budget.
Well, continue to get your answers in for how many balloons are on our set. We have got lots of texts so far, none correct, so we'll be revealing the answer at the end of the show. Now, Lador was supposed to cook me some of those eggs she got the other day from the farm. I wonder what she'll be fixing for me this Independence holiday. What will be on your plate?
Well, we got barracuda, we got fried snapper, crab and dough, crab and rice, pig feet sauce, stew conch, chicken sauce, and stew fish.
Just hearing that should have your mouth watering for some good Independence down home Bahamian food. Floyd Markey, owner of Behind the Fence on Thompson Boulevard, ready to celebrate the big 48 in the 242.
I want the Bahamians to enjoy themselves on Independence. I mean, we've been locked down now. Last year we couldn't celebrate Independence. So this year we say, you know something? Let's do something. We like Bahamian pride here. We like to celebrate everything Bahamian. On Saturday, we're gonna open with Priscilla Rollins music, Independence morning. And And when we close, we're going to close with our national anthem.
And he wants Bahamians to show their pride. Wear your colors.
We'll go from the breakfast straight into the Bahamian celebrations, which will be all Bahamian. Bahamian music, Bahamian food, everything Bahamian. What we want to do is give Bahamian back sense of pride. You know, we celebrate everybody else independence, but then to put ours on the back burner. So we're going to try bring that back.
And the crabs will be crawling.
We had it the last holiday. It was a success. We have our crabs in the pen, fattening them up, ready to go.
Marky's just happy to be finally able to share these times with his fellow Bahamians as he went into business a little over 2 years ago, right before the pandemic.
Before the COVID, we was doing very well. And then when the COVID came, we had to shut down. We racked up a lot of expenses. So I had to adjust and find ways to diversify to make money. So what I did is I introduced a lot of entertainment, like fire dancing, jazz night, a live band to get the people in. And the adjustment was very good.
Boiling or frying any eggs for Independence Day, Charles Fisher. As we continue to Independence this morning, we focus on an artist whose music has been a blessing to Bahamians everywhere. She was recently recognized by a local award show as the Bahamas Female Gospel Artist of the Year. Here's Ramiko Knowles.
I am very proud to be a Bahamian.
Cara Thurston is a Bahamian gospel recording artist who is making waves in the gospel arena. At a tender age, it was evident that music was her calling.
I always tell this story of when I was a toddler, 2 or 3, and we were still in New York, and my grandmother, she always tells people of how every time a Whitney Houston song came on the radio, I would stop playing, I would stop doing whatever I was doing, and I would just stand there and listen until the song was done.
But she was also inspired by local artists as well.
Sweet Emily was always someone that I admired and looked up to. And I was about 14 years old when I met her for the first time. And she asked me what I wanted to do, and I told her, I want to do what you do. And she said, and you can do it. And that's all she had to tell me, as well as the late, great Therese Hepburn.
Thurston proudly embraces the Bahamian culture, and it can be heard in her rake and scrape gospel songs. She says if there is anything she would tell Bahamian artists today, it would be to be proud of where they are from and who they are.
Whether you're a cultural artist, a gospel artist, or was not, being authentically Bahamian is something that the world can't take from us. And so, you know, once you carry that name or that crown of being a Bahamian, just be proud and run with it. You might be a authentic Bahamian rake and scrape artist, or junkanoo artist, or maybe you do rap or hip hop or what's not, but at the end of the day, make sure that you are proud of being a Bahamian, because at the end of the day, that's the one thing that this world can't take from us.
Thurston was recognized by the Bahamas Gospel Music Awards as the Female Gospel Artist of the Year. She is a wife, a mother, a worshiper who loves God and her country.
I was moving back home from New York some years ago, going back to Nassau, and I hadn't been home for years. And I remember the plane was landing, and the bougainvilleas, that beautiful orange color, that was the first thing I noticed when I woke up, and the coral reefs, and I just started crying. It's simple things like that that remind me of, you know, people vacation where we live, and so we should take care of our country even as we take care of ourselves.
Still waiting on that answer to how many balloons are on the set. 4770546. Continue to text those answers in for a one-night stay at Comfort Suite. Well, a unique Bahamian dialect combined with a stylish design makes perfect fashion sense. This Independence, you can start a cultural fashion trend, and our Kelsey Johnson tells us about it.
Hey, Tingham. Yes, I'm talking to you. The year 1973 was so historic for the country. The National Art Gallery of the Bahamas decided that you can dress it up any way you like. There are shirts like the goatskin drum or your mother. And of course, my favorite, That's the vibe. All independence inspired. You can accessorize with a statement necklace, earrings, bracelets, or how about a sand dollar belt? And as a mixed media associate, Ahmad Roll will tell you the kids haven't been left out.
Because as a cultural hub, we have authentically made Bahamian products. We have things that are definitely a part of the Bahamian story and the Bahamian experience. We have historical t-shirts here by Baja Archives, which are in the doodle print format. We have Hope is a Weapon that I feel like everyone knows from the amazing Angelica Wallace Whitfield. We also have a great line of t-shirts by Lingnam and Tingham. Definitely for independence, we're pushing the 1973 independence shirts.
If home decor is more your thing, you'll feel right at home.
We have some beautiful things from Bahama Handprints. Therefore, you can create a lovely decor. We have napkins and placemats. We also have some coasters by Trevor Tucker. So you can mix it up. You can have like an aqua theme. You can have a fairy garden theme. We also have beautiful prints by Chan Pratt and other artists as well.
Roll believes hanging a piece of art is a classic, and who can knock a good book? So this year, let's add a twist to the independence celebrations by infusing culture into your individual style.
As we head to the break, we take a look back at the day in Bahamian history. On July 8, 1943, former Canadian multi-millionaire Sir Harry Oakes was found dead at his Westbourne residence. Also on July 8, 1977, about 200 students were awarded diplomas, certificates, and Associate of Arts degrees at the first commencement exercise for the College of the Bahamas.
Based tourism supplies almost $50 million in revenue for Androsians every year. These priceless resources will continue to provide renewable benefits for thousands of people for years to come, as long as we take long-term action to preserve what's rightfully ours. The natural environment has played a vital role in our culture and economy for generations. Let's take care of nature, and nature will take care of us.
One of the things that the church must be aware of, that this is no time and season for us to get so deep and holy that we can't hail folk who hurting next to us. We can't hail the people in our neighborhood. We can't see how hungry they are. We can't get too deep, brothers and sisters, and so anointed that we forget that if someone hurt you, you gotta forgive them.
Sundays at 8:30 a.m. on ZNS TV 13.
My name is Kai. And my name is Caitlin. And we attend St. Anne's School. And we love watching the ZNS Kids Club. My name is Kyle Jones. I go to one-on-one preschool. And I love watching the ZNS Kids Club. Hi, I'm Toronto Baby Academy, and I love watching the ZNS Kids Club.
Well, LaDawn, you look like you're getting yourself in some mischief here. Tell us about this lovely young lady that you have here on set with us.
So Cecile is going to be showing us how to do some balloon art. You know, she's been the designer for our decor for Independence. Cecile, welcome again to the morning edition.
Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate it.
So tell us, what do you have up first this morning?
Well, I was told, you know, that this is the time we want to really celebrate. And so, of course, this is our 48th birthday. And what we wanted to do is, we want to do the People's Rush. We don't have an opportunity to go on Bay Street today or for the Independence, but we're going to do it right here. We can prepare as though we're going to Bay Street. So what we're going to be doing, we are Charlie's Angels. This is all, we're celebrating Mr. Charlie Fisher.
Oh, my daughter's name is Charlie.
So we're Charlie's Angels, and we're going to prepare our backpacks to go on Bay.
So let's get right to it, Cecile. So show us what we have to do.
So what I want you to do, each of you are going to get a balloon pump. What we're starting out with is our long balloons, and I want each of you to just fully inflate these long balloons.
Put it on here.
Just put it on your inflator. Pull and push, pull and push, pull and push until you get all the way to the end. Got that?
No.
Pull and push. Pull and push. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Pull all the way. All the way. All right. Once we do that, then what we want to do is just rough it. Take some of the air out and tie the end of it. Tie the end. All right. Not quite. Okay, let's just put that one on the side. That's okay. You put it right on the side.
I think you just need to do it.
It's okay. Really, you've done very good. Good job. So what we're going to do is we're going to move right along because we have a short period of time. We're going to take now half of the balloon. We're going to put it in the bunch that we have here. We're going to move the glasses on that side. This in here. Then we're going to take our straps. These are our straps made out of these other balloons. We're going to take the strap, pull it through. And this is what's going to be the strap. It's going to be on our back. So you guys have yours.
Okay.
And now I'm going to get mine. Okay. So put that on the other side for me. Pull that other one there for me. See this one here? Come on, pull it for me. Pull it.
Ladon, she does not follow instructions well. She loves to give, loves to boss me around, but does not follow instructions.
We are all ready. Ready for bake.
Oh, nice.
That's good. So now, Ladon, I have to make sure you have your halo on, because as I said, we are Charlie's Angels. And these are new halos. Okay. Yes, that's yours. And now we're ready for bake. We're ready for bake.
So, Cecilia, how has business been for you during this time?
It's been fantastic. I mean, this is Independence. It's our 48th Independence. Last year wasn't as much a celebration as this year, but we're ready for it. We've been able to decorate for a couple of corporate companies and other entities. So it's been good. We really appreciate it.
Now you have this set here. How long did you take to construct this Bahamian flag first?
Well, the work at home was probably about 2 hours. And then once I got here on the set, once you prepare yourself properly, it's probably an additional half an hour to get it all set together.
And we were thinking this was self-taught, but you actually...
Oh, no. Yeah. I am very, very serious about education and making sure that I stay on top of my craft. So every opportunity I get to travel to conventions or go to conferences or even go ahead and attend various... I really have loved the opportunity to go. I also invest in videos, DVDs, literature, material and all that, just to make sure that I'm on track.
And you took your time with this. Why this Bahamian flag theme for our set this morning?
Well, independence is so important to me. I was 11 years old when I went on the 4th with the rest of the group. I won my acclimating and I was a part of that flag dance. So it's always, independence has always, held a really important space in my heart, particularly that unforgettable experience that I had.
So what has business been like for you as we head into independence?
It's been good. I'm one of those persons who the glass is always half full. So I'm always positive. I'm always grateful for whatever comes my way, and I celebrate that.
Well, Cecilia, we've had some strange answers this morning on how many balloons are made on this set. Are you ready to reveal the answer? And hopefully when we go back into our phone, we'll have somebody that has the answer. We've had some strange answers from 1,000. Some even gave the 1973. So let's hear how many balloons are on this beautiful set.
432.
432? Wow. Well, she gave that answer at 7:28, so you can't call in or text in anymore. And we also want to let you know the winner of our trivia question for Janice is Kendra Sands, and she guessed how many Governor Generals has the Bahamas had, Ladon?
10.
Well, I told you that prior to 10. Yes, it is 10. So Comfort Suite, let's see who will win that prize, the Comfort Suite. If nobody wins it today, we'll do it again tomorrow. But it is 432 at 7:28. We are not taking any more tests. Thanks a lot to set it. Time for Jump Canoe. We can't go to bed, but we can go on Collins Avenue, Rusty Bethel.